kind of grew up, like in this school, and sometimes I wish I could go back to some of those years, knowing, like what you learn as you go along.
The HHA was just a great place to go to school.
The fact that the teachers interacted with us really built those relationships. I remember Rabbi Kaufman playing baseball with us.
He'd get in there and bat the ball.
The children really loved him and enjoyed learning with him and really looked up to him.
I gotta say, Rabbi Millen was a fabulous rabbi that I remembered. A game we always played was Stumping the Rabbi. We would read one sentence,
and he would try and finish the pasuk, and if he couldn't, then we stumped the teacher and he would give us a 3D postcard of Israel. So once or twice I got one of those 3D postcards. That was like the biggest prize. That was like wonderful.
I can't, if we're talking about the school, I can't talk about the school and not remember Rabbi Eisenstein. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day.
You really would be remiss if you didn't mention the Hebrew Academy, and really two names, Rivka, Shaffir, and Rabbi Eisenstein. There was something about it was almost like a Laurel and Hardy, or it was an incredible dynamic team that really could finish each other's sentences.
We both believe that school the kids come to school to learn, but wow, she believed in there's got to be more to learning.
Holidays were always terrific because all the preparation for the celebration and the kids' involvement.
The smell of latkes permeating the school has definitely stood the test of time.
I remember somebody trying to teach me a grade 1 to say Hanukkah properly. She said, clear your throat when you're saying it, and go.
The atmosphere here when there's a Jewish holiday is contagious. And I love Hanukkah, I love Purim, I love the carnival.
Each class made their own boots, and when these kids made their own boots, they took pride in it.
Of course, every year you have a kabiyah, and always looking forward to becoming a co-captain and then a captain.
Oh, the creativity of these students who could come up in 1 week's time with a play and a song and a speech.
Those are the moments that I really, really find special, is when the kids are coming together and they're doing something special and creating and doing it together with a real focus on a common goal.
Sports, Mr. O was around, championship volleyball, championship basketball.
If you were in Westdale's gym or Sherwood's gym and it was a close game and it was packed and the people were going crazy, and I was always impressed, and Rivka and Rabbi always talked about it, how the kids were so composed.
Well, our favorite teacher would probably be Rabbi Morel and Miss Overend, because they're really nice and they're always friendly, and
they plan fun activities for us and they make our day better.
I remember doing plays and musicals.
Like when they used to do the grade 5 plays. Sure, Mrs. Morton was in charge of that, but it was the performance of the kids that was wonderful.
When two girls came and said, do you remember when we were the cow in your grade 5 play?
Each one of my children, the highlight of their career, so to speak, at the Hebrew Academy was their camping trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
They'd come back from their grade 8 trip, always at the end of the year. Rabbi Eisenstein and Rivka would take them on a trip into the States, and they had had a wonderful time.
I'll tell you, that's dedication. To take that crew of kids and go to Hershey, Pennsylvania and have fun and supervise and still maintain that respect.
The kids were just like looking forward to it. It was why they stuck around. They wanted to have that special experience, and it was sort of passed down from class to class how wonderful it was, and it was just a story that kept getting bigger and bigger each and every year.
There was such a sense of community here with the kids because they had known each other for so long, and that helped create such a positive place to be.
It is an absolutely wonderful experience to know that staff care for each other, that they will look out to make sure that not only that the goals of the school are met, but that they're done with excellence and with sophistication. You don't find that kind of collegial spirit in too many schools.
Jewish education represents not only an intellectual endeavor, it must represent a deep commitment to our history and our mission.
The education I got, both secular and religious, was tremendous.
It's not apples and apples when you're comparing graduates of the academy to graduates of public schools or other schools. They really groom you into great people at the academy.
I always used to tell my friends that the Hebrew Academy taught me more than I taught the kids.
The kids remember, and I like when they call and tell me how they're doing. Like, it makes you feel good that you taught someone and they might have had problems in grades 7 and 8, and now you find out they're doctors and lawyers and teachers, and they own their own companies. It's just awesome.
I think of all of the students that I taught here very fondly. I look for them around corners at the grocery store.
When I think about the Jewish community in Hamilton, the first thing that comes to mind is the HHA. I mean, it's like the backbone of the city, and I can't imagine what it would really be like without the HHA here.
There's no question that the Hamilton Hebrew Academy and the teachers and the faculty and the rabbis had a profound effect on my life. And I would suspect most of the kids that went to the school had similar experiences.
There's such a variety of backgrounds, of families and children, yet they all blend. And I never hear one saying, well, you do this or you don't do that, or why aren't you doing this, or how come you do this differently? Never.
This is a wonderful place to be part of because it's not just a job that you come to, it's really a dedication, it's a commitment, it's just someplace very special.
Thank you. That's what I want to say to all the people that I got a chance to work with, people who hired me, people who gave me a chance as a new teacher. Thank you, because I love teaching because of what happened here. I really do. It sounds really corny, but I do.